My people, this issue regarding KWAM 1 and this, the entire airport saga is still going on. No be small matter because I thought in my last video that this issue might not look like it's going to end anytime soon. Guys, if you want to know the full story, how everything started and how, what led to the entire saga, go watch my last video on this particular issue. What we have now is that the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority has actually petitioned the Inspector General of Police. Guys, this story, they just petitioned the Inspector General of Police that he should probe and arrest KWAM 1. Hey, wahala. No be small matter because I knew that this matter was not going to. We're not going to let it slide because if they allowed it to slide, then people will continue it. It would happen. So they needed to use someone as influential and as popular as KWAM 1 to at least set the precedent, so that people will know that this kind of thing you cannot do it and you cannot go scot-free with it. You understand what I'm saying? Now the issue has become, as a matter of fact, it has become an issue of national importance. Like everybody, all the news channels, all the blogs are talking about it because the way and the manner in which the man conducted himself puts the entire image, even Nigeria as a whole, on a more of a lackadaisical scale, and it's very, very bad. So NCAA just petitioned IGP and just reached out to the Inspector General of Police. Inspector General of Police is Kayode Egbetokun, and they told him to actually bring KWAM 1, K1 the ultimate, bring him in for questioning, or possibly, I know that will be probably arresting him. But since that story has been released, people have been saying all manner of things that they are not really sure it's going to work, because for those who actually follow KWAM 1, they at least said that the guy actually knows Tinubu. As a matter of fact, they had 1 or 2 videos of him calling Tinubu directly on the phone, prior to this time, and they'll be chatting. So people don't talk saying, "Mona, forget that one." Say he's going to call his daddy, his daddy at the top there, and his father is going to wave all these things away from him for him. Actually, you understand? But if that's the case, then it will be very, 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 very bad. Actually, I'm not saying that he's going to do it, but I'm saying that if it comes to that, then it's actually very bad. I'm going to look for that video that people that have been making rounds of him calling Tinubu, and try to see if we can actually make any sense as regards this, if there's any possibility that the president is actually going to come and help him. I'm not very sure of that, but I mean, what can we say? Talking about this, a lot of people have said a lot of things about it. Bloggers have been saying, people have been venting their opinions. Even Very Dark Man came out and also said it like, this is bad.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. President, president, Nigeria, Nigeria Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Safe trip back home, sir.
If this were to be in civilized countries, KWAM 1 will be in prison now. He will be in prison. What did you tell me? Why? It's just bad. It is very bad. Like, it's very, very bad. Let's watch this video that Very Dark Man made.
Very honest, if not advanced country we did, therefore detain K1 the ultimate for putting his own life at risk and putting the life of the people where they inside that plane at risk. How? Imagine as that plane they turn, the fan, that propeller, that plane fan can't blow K1 the ultimate, or it can't draw K1 the ultimate, it can't cut am. Or imagine as the woman, the pilot, tried to dodge K1 the ultimate, she can't run, go hit another plane, then boom, fire. Therefore putting the lives of those people in that plane at risk. Just imagine. They're supposed to detain K1 the ultimate. Now, a lot of people don't understand something. You see, flight business is a business of time. They use time to work. The people that schedule their flights, they schedule it 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, it's time. And they expect to leave by that time. The people that own the airline, they are using time to make their money. Because they have distances and they have locations that they are supposed to go to in a day to make their money to run the airline. So they need time. So K1 the ultimate standing in front of that plane is obviously stepping on other people's rights. Some people on that plane have a life-changing opportunity that they are scheduled for. Some people might be going somewhere for medical attention. But because K1 stood in the front of the plane, they couldn't meet up with that time. Again, to K1 the ultimate. What you did yesterday, as a father, now you can know if you talk with your own talk. But as a father, if you cannot abide by the rules of the commercial plane, you should fly a PJ. You should fly a PJ. We all know if you not fly with plane, we know. Plane get rules.
So guys, after that, it turned out that the media team of KWAM, K1 the Ultimate, are now doing damage control. Oh my people, this one joke. He choking teeth. When I read their post, all I could do was laugh and laugh and laugh. Now based on what they said, actually, it turned out that what was actually given, what KWAM had inside that particular flask was not even his medications, as he was claiming in the entire time, or alcohol. That it was actually water, plain water. That it was water that was inside the can, and that the water was given to him when he was in the lobby or in the waiting area by someone. So he was trying to prove to the crew members that it's just water, and then they were saying no, that he had to drop it. I sincerely believe that's a lie. That is a big lie. If he showed them it was water, all this wouldn't have been an issue. You understand? And so his media team was, I'm going to read the post that they made. His media team was also trying to say that that he did not stand in front of any, he did not try to obstruct the movement of the plane. He did not stand in front of the plane. And I'm looking at them, the post they made, and I'm just laughing. I'm saying, what are these people saying? We have video proof, we have video evidence. So what are you saying? Are you saying that everything was doctored or AI or manipulated? Because now if you are trying to make it look like the entire Nigeria is against KWAM, what about the video proof? What about the video evidences? Why did he pour the drink on the crew members if he was not so infuriated? It was very, very obvious that KWAM was actually I wouldn't even say he was probably intoxicated, but he was not actually functioning in his right mind when that incident happened. So he should have just calmed down and obeyed the crew members, because the safety was not just about his safety, it was about the safety of everybody. There were over 60 persons on that particular flight. Let's look at this post. Let's look at the post that his media team made. So this particular post was published on the Vanguard News, guys. Vanguard. So no, it's small matter. They said it's on in a statement issued on Thursday, that's today, by K1's media aides. Sorry, that was yesterday. K1's media aide, Kunle Rashid, he said that the reports were exaggerated and misleading. According to Rashid, the incident occurred from a misunderstanding when a bottle of drinking water was handed to the artist while waiting in the airport lounge to board the value jet flight. So now you see what they are saying, that is no longer alcohol, it's no longer medication, it is now drinking water. How does this even make sense? How does this damage control even make sense? He said the situation escalated in spite of K1's efforts to clarify the contents of the bottle. I don't think that is true. At no point did K1 act in a manner that endangered lives or breached safety regulations. The substance in question, which was wrongly sensationalized, was nothing more than plain drinking water given to him at the airport lounge while he waited to board the aircraft. My people, this is just a clear case of damage control and PR, past like that. They're also claiming that K1 blocks the claims that K1 blocks the aircraft or attempted to disrupt operations are completely unfounded. This is a big lie, because the videos were all proving otherwise. The videos were all proving he was disrupting the flight, stood in front of the flight. I mean, for crying out loud, we saw what happened. Please go back to my former video and watch everything, the entire video, the entire explanation of how everything played out. I gave every explanation there. The veteran artist, who is globally respected and frequently travels both locally and internationally, understands and strictly adheres to aviation protocols, he said. So Rashid is his media aide, and so Rashid came out to clear the air, or let's say to clear do what we will call damage control. But for the look of things, the damage control is not controlling. Oga Rashid, this is your control, not the control. So let's say you go carry and pack one side, because we have seen the videos, we know what happened, and we know what did not happen. We know very well that KWAM actually acted erratically in that particular video. So I'm going to draw one or two other videos that people have been making about this. Now, for those who don't know, the pilot in question who actually drove that plane is the daughter of a senator in Nigeria. Hey, well, my people, this is about to go down. So if it turns out that Senator Pikin and somebody who can't get Tinubu as a father come the fights, who go settle them? You understand? So we're here for the drama. Let's see how this entire thing is going to play out. But she has been, given her own punishment, and also it has been nationalized also that KWAM has been given 6 months no fly ban, which means any airline in Nigeria which flies KWAM for the next 6 months they are going to stand a huge risk of losing their license. So I know that nobody's going to want to do that for him. So him smelling an aircraft now is probably going to be in 6 months. That is if he doesn't use his connections. I believe he might, or he might not use his connection. Whether let me know your thoughts in the comment section as regards all these things happening. What do you think, especially for a legend in the person of KWAM K1 the ultimate? Drop your comments in the comment section, drop a like for this video, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.